Limestone County Sheriff's Office is pleased to announce that we obtained capital murder warrants today for a Fred Somerville, 47 years old, in connection with the murder of Mr. Bruce Koosman, 74-year-old, Thursday night in Ardmore. He also murdered his estranged wife, Lucretia Somerville, 39 years old, who lived in Ardmore, Tennessee.
Serious new charges tonight for a man arrested in connection with a shooting incident in Pickens County. We'll have the details coming up next.
WCBI News at 10 starts now.
Thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Quentin Smith. The man arrested after an officer-involved shooting in Pickens County on Friday faces new charges in Limestone County, Alabama. Fred Somerville, who you see right here on your screen, is now charged with capital murder in connection with the deaths of Bruce Koosman of Ardmore, Alabama, and Somerville's estranged wife, Lucretia Somerville of Ardmore, Tennessee. Limestone County Sheriff Mike Blakely made the announcement at a press conference today. Koosman was found dead at his home in Ardmore late Thursday night. Lucretia Somerville was reported missing, possibly kidnapped around midnight on Thursday. Now, you may remember on Friday morning, law enforcement, acting on a report of a stolen vehicle, tried to stop Fred Somerville in downtown Aliceville. Well, that ended in an officer-involved shooting. Officers and deputies found a dead body in the front seat of the vehicle once it was stopped.
His wife, Lucretia, was in the front seat of the vehicle. She is dead and had been dead for several hours. We can put Fred Somerville, we can put him at our victim's, Mr. Koosman's residence at the time of the murder.
Somerville still faces charges of abuse of a corpse, attempt to elude, theft of property, and reckless endangerment in Pickens County. At this time, it's not clear when he'll be extradited back to Limestone County. Tonight, Columbus police continue to search for a killer after a weekend shooting claims the life of a 16-year-old girl. Erica White was shot outside the Community Activity Center at Probst Park Saturday night. A birthday party was being held at the time. Sources say White was an innocent bystander when gunfire rang out after an argument broke out. A statement made by Columbus Mayor Robert Smith says the police department's investigation has leads and has identified persons of interest. So far, no arrests have been made in this case. CPD has not released any new information. And in the wake of that shooting, the city of Columbus is revamping its policies for renting community centers. Mayor Robert Smith says city facilities will now be equipped with security cameras, increased police patrols, and enforcement of proper operation hours. There will also be an emphasis placed on the activities happening at those rented facilities. Now, Smith did not give a timeline on when some of those security procedures will take place. However, the city does have a party permit ordinance, but city property follows its own set of guidelines. A homeless camp that has drawn complaints from residents in the Auburn community in Lee County is cleared out by the Sheriff's Department. For months, makeshift camps have been set up on a 5-acre parcel of land right off of Auburn Road. That's prompted numerous complaints about trespassing, drug activity, as well as other illegal activity. Landowners gave the Sheriff's Department the okay to remove the items from the camp. The sheriff says many of those items were stolen from area residents. The 3 Republican candidates for governor will face off in a primary debate tomorrow night. Now, while it'll be round 2 on the debate stage for Bill Waller and Robert Foster, it'll be Tate Reeves' first debate this election season. Courtney Ann Jackson has a preview of what to expect.
Republican analyst Austin Barber says the timing of the debate, 2 weeks out from Election Day, makes a difference in terms of gathering momentum.
For many voters, it is the first time that they're having an opportunity to hear from these candidates, particularly in a comprehensive way. And most voters are not going to stick around for the full time of the debate, but if they stick in for 10 minutes or 20 minutes, it is important.
But the end goal could be slightly different for each of the 3 candidates.
Tate Reeves is the overwhelming favorite in this race. So if you're Tate Reeves, you just want to have a debate, perform, do well, and not have any bad moments. If you're Bill Waller or you're Robert Foster, you're looking for a chance to find a way to make the front page of the paper, to find a way to be on Facebook, to be trending on Twitter. Those are the things that you're looking for.
Barber expects all three candidates will be attempting to express how they're both the conservative who can win in November, but also the one with the right kind of track record. In the way of issues, he thinks these will be the focus.
Jobs in the economy is always the #1 issue for voters, whether you're a Republican, a Democrat, or an independent, moderate or liberal. Jobs is always the #1 issue. But playing into that will be infrastructure, will be health care, and will be education.
The other big moment ahead of Election Day will come as all three candidates speak at the Neshoba County Fair a week from Thursday. Courtney Ann Jackson, WCBI News.
CBS affiliate WJTV in Jackson is hosting the debate and will be carrying it live tomorrow night beginning at 7 p.m. And also, as a reminder, primary elections are set for August 6th. Well, it is now time to send things over to Chief Meteorologist Keith Gibson for a first look at our forecast. And Keith, it was a wet one today, huh?
More rain, more storms, more lightning, and you can see what one lightning strike did to that tree near MSU in Starkville. Look at that. That's why you don't want to be underneath a tree during a thunderstorm. We also had some spooky looking clouds. Look at that. That was a view in West Point earlier this evening. All quiet, relatively speaking. This is our Alpha Insurance camera network in Columbus, Tupelo, Vernon there at Durham's Pharmacy, Louisville, Mississippi. We still have a little bit of wet weather out there, some pockets of heavier rain southwest of Louisville, but the heaviest rain is trending to move to our southeast. Now we'll likely see a little bit of cloud cover, maybe a shower or two tomorrow morning, Quentin, before we clear things out. Great weather ahead. Your full forecast is coming up.
Thanks so much, Keith. A Mississippi Department of Transportation employee is being hailed a hero after saving a man's life after a motorcycle crash. Daniel Rogers was recently awarded by the city for his quick actions. It's a day he says changed his life forever. He's just grateful he was able to be at the right place at the right time.
It was work as usual for Daniel Rogers. MDOT trucks were loaded. He was off to meet the rest of his crew. But on the morning of May 22nd, what was routine quickly turned into chaos.
I saw a motorcycle laying in the road. My first initial reaction was somebody lost their motorcycle off their truck or trailer. Then I saw that there was a gentleman laying in front of the motorcycle.
That man was Michael Page. Rogers says he was face down on the roadway.
He took about 2 ragged breaths. Then quit breathing.
Trained in CPR, Rogers didn't hesitate to do everything in his power to get Michael Page breathing again. Rogers has been trained in CPR since he was 21. He was recertified 2 weeks prior to this accident.
He did not have a pulse.
This is the first time he's ever been in a life or death situation, and he always wondered how he'd know if and when his chest compressions were working. Then something miraculous happened.
All of a sudden, I felt the man's heart start pounding against my hands, and I realized then how I was going to know. But it was an amazing thing to feel life come back into someone.
Rogers was awarded a Tupelo Lifesaver Award. He says he's not a hero. He says he just wanted to do his part, brother helping brother.
The award at Tupelo was great. The city council, I enjoyed it. And was honored to receive that, but to hear that man's voice on the phone, that's what it was about. And knowing that he has a chance now where maybe he might not have had I not been there.
Left speechless, Michael's sister Nakia Page says a simple thank you will never be enough for giving her brother a second chance at life.
I don't even know if I have the words to just tell him how thankful I am for what he did, because he didn't have to stop. He could have kept going, but I am so grateful. My family is grateful. We are very grateful that he did what he did.
That was our Scott Martin reporting there. Now, Michael did suffer a severe head injury, and he's now at a rehab center in Arkansas.
Some showers earlier today before some of the heavier rain got going. That was the view near Brooksville, also in Amory, some of those spooky clouds with those gusty storms that moved through earlier today. A breath of fresh air is coming our way. Warm days, cool nights, maybe a shot at some record lows coming up over the next few days. Your full forecast is next.
your WCBI First Alert AccuWeather forecast with Chief Meteorologist Keith Gibson.
Some summer storms roaming through the area today. This is our time lapse from downtown Columbus. Look at that. A big shield of rain came on in, and we squeezed out over 2.5 inches of rain at the Air Force Base in Lowndes County. Some of you getting even a little bit more. Some of you not even seeing a drop of rain today. That's the nature of the beast. You can see the heaviest rain now out of the Columbus area. And we still have a little bit of light to moderate shower activity near Louisville and parts of Knoxville County. But you know what we have had is beginning to shrink in size and scope. Still a little bit out there, some cloud cover, yes, some heavier downpours from time to time, but the heaviest rain I think is basically done for us. Anywhere from nothing to 2.5 inches or more across the region. Feast or famine here. Same story in the West Alabama too. Some of you got soaked, some of you did not see a drop. But it's always nice to see these rainbows. That was a view near Nettleton this evening in the wake of some of those showers and storms in our own Alley Martin, capturing two faint rainbows right there, a double rainbow, if you will, near the Tupelo area. So it's been muggy, it's been steamy, sultry, it's been summer-like down here for a while. There's a front moving through. Winds will become northerly tomorrow. Pleasant weather returns as high pressure builds on into the area. Get ready to soak it on up. No rain possible Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday. None. Hard to believe, right? No rain possible here Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. But as we get into the weekend, we'll have a better chance for some of those pop-up showers and storms again. The humidity ticks back up, but some pretty nice weather starting late tomorrow. We're currently in the 70s. The dew point's still in the low 70s, so the humidity is about 100%. But the dew point drops off quickly northwest of Little Rock, and with those northerly breezes, that drier air will eventually get here. So tonight down to around 70. Some of that rain is going to linger. Most of the heavy stuff is on the way out, though, right now. We'll likely get rid of these clouds as we go throughout the morning hours tomorrow. Winds from the north at about 10 to 15. Highs in the low 80s here. So we may wake up to some cloud cover, a little bit of light rain, but as the day goes on, things will improve in the wake of this front that's moving on through. So you can see some of these clouds holding tough early. Those are out of here. The northerly winds will kick on in, and that northerly flow stays with us for Wednesday into Thursday too. We're just going to call this awesome weather for July, considering the average is in the low 90s. We will be much below that Wednesday and Thursday. Lots of sun, warm days, cool nights, low 60s, maybe a shot at some upper 50s, close to record lows there. But by the weekend, Quentin back up to around 90 with a few more spotty storms.
MSU softball has a new coach, and they didn't have to go far. Courtney tells us who's stepping up to the plate later in sports. Welcome back. Summer often means a decrease in blood supplies at area hospitals and an increase in the need. That means blood donors are especially important this time of year. We find out more about the process in tonight's Health Talk with Baptist.
Hi, I'm Sandy Kilburn, medical technologist and supervisor of the blood bank at Baptist Memorial Hospital Golden Triangle. I want to talk to you about the importance of donating blood. Why are blood donors important? Here are some statistics. Every 2 seconds, someone in the United States needs blood. More than 38,000 donations are needed every day. 1 of every 10 hospital admissions needs blood. About 14 million units of blood are transfused each year in the United States. Nearly 21 million blood components are transfused each year in the United States. It is estimated that sickle cell disease affects 90 to 100,000 people in the United States. About 1,000 babies are born with the disease each year. Sickle cell patients can require frequent blood transfusions throughout their lives. More than 1 million people are diagnosed with cancer each year and require almost daily transfusions during their chemotherapy treatments. The blood used in an emergency is already on the shelves before the event occurs. A single car accident victim can require as many as 100 units of blood. The blood type most often requested by hospitals is type O. Join us next time for Health Talk with Baptist, when we will discuss some myths about blood donation.
Mail your topic suggestions to healthtalk@wcbi.com. Health Talk has been brought to you by Baptist Memorial Hospital Golden Triangle.
And you can help replenish area blood supplies this Friday at Baptist Golden Triangle right here in Columbus. BMH is hosting a blood drive from 11:30 a.m. until 5:30 p.m. at the Outpatient Pavilion Conference Center. Big T continues to do big things in the WNBA. Courtney has the details coming up next in sports.
Your WCBI Sports with Courtney Robb.
It did not take long for Mississippi State Athletic Director John Cohen to find a softball head coach replacement. Mississippi State confirms that former MSU associate coach Samantha Ricketts has been promoted to head coach. Ricketts has served as an assistant coach since 2015, specifically focusing on hitting and recruiting. The formal introduction for Ricketts will be on Thursday. MSU finished last season with a 35-23 overall record. Stop 29 on the high school football tour stops in with the Chargers in Choctaw County as they adapt to new leadership and set expectations high.
WCBI's 60 Schools in 60 Days is brought to you by Sparklight.
It's a new season in a new Choctaw County. The Chargers have a brand new face leading the team this year. Former Water Valley defensive coordinator Jeff Roberts has assumed the role as head coach, an opportunity he knew he just couldn't pass up.
I mean, there's a lot of good about this. So when it came open, I applied immediately, and literally like 10 minutes after it came open, and I got the job, and I can't be happier. This is a great situation for me.
The Chargers have been known for their success throughout the years. Choctaw County comes off an 8-4 regular season in 3A. Yet after falling in the first round of the playoffs, the Chargers don't feel as if they've reached their full potential.
You know, we didn't end the season like we wanted to last year, so we're going to try to, work a little harder and get to where we need to be.
The Chargers have adjusted to the change in leadership quite nicely. While for some a new coach might come with a learning curve, the Chargers feel as if Roberts fits right in.
We like him, he makes us work, and we, do what we got to do to be able to, go real far.
He's been working us real hard. He told us when he first got here it wasn't going to be easy. And we see that every day. We grind every day and get better.
I try to create a fun environment, but a hard-working environment at the same time. And so they work for me. These upperclassmen have come in, and this is a good group of upperclassmen, so that's helped a lot.
Also what helps a lot? Returning your starting quarterback for a new season. Tylen Carter will once again be suiting up for the Chargers this season and comes off a successful sophomore year with a 92.7 QB rate.
Him understanding football and being able to pick up the system real quick. And the other quarterbacks, Connor Jewell has picked it up really well as well. And
he's got that experience and can come out and do what he needs to do, and we don't have to worry about, can he throw the ball and can he, make a decision on the fly.
This team has a lot of fun when they hit the grass, and they are ready to get right back at it on Friday night.
Ready to, on Fridays, be able to have fun with my classmates and enjoy every bit of football.
I think they're just looking forward to play ball. I mean, to be honest with you, I think that's probably the biggest thing, because out here, the competition drill going on right here and them talking kind of junk to one another, that's probably, they enjoy competition.
Choctaw County begins its season at home in Ackerman against Independence on August 23rd. With the Chargers on the high school football tour, Courtney Robb, WCBI Sports.
60 Schools in 60 Days with Choctaw County High School was brought to you by WFCA, Ackerman Discount Drug, and Bank of Kilmichael.
We continue on our run through Division 3A this week on the high school football tour. Tuesday, we will have officially be at the halfway mark with the Hatley Tigers. Wednesday, stop number 31, we will be previewing the Houston Hilltoppers. Coming up on Thursday, we have more Tigers action, but this one is in Noxubee County. That will close out our 3A schools. And then on Friday, we begin to check out the Academy schools. And as always, if you've missed any stops along the way, you can go watch all of them on our website at WCBI.com. The Indiana Fever continue to struggle, but one of Mississippi State's finest remains a bright spot Sunday evening against Chicago. Former center Tierra McCowan set the rebound rookie record for the Fever. She recorded 16 boards in that game against the Sky. The loss is the 5th straight for Indiana. We'll have more after the break. Stay with us.
Well, usually it's the teachers who are asking the tough questions, but tonight in Starkville, it was the other way around. More than a dozen area teachers put their brains to the test as they competed in the second annual Teacher Trivia. The event helps give teachers a hand with classroom expenses. Tonight, each teacher received a monetary gift that they can spend for their classrooms. Now, it is common for teachers to have to spend money out of their own pockets for supplies. That's why they say events like this one go a long way.
It's not uncommon at all for us to need something today. You know, a lot of times we need this yesterday, right now. So having some money available from an organization like Modern Woodsman really helps us out because we can go out and get what we need right now for a student that needs it right now.
There's so many things that people think that the school district just gives us, but I mean, there's so many things like the nap mats. A lot of kids don't come in with a nap mat, and we don't think that that's a big deal. They're only like $10 at Walmart, but for some families that is a big deal, and I want all of my kids to be able to have a nap mat at nap time, so you know, $10 adds up quickly when we have 21 kids in our classroom.
Tonight's Teacher Trivia was sponsored by Modern Woodman. During the event, the organization also recognized 6 individuals as hometown heroes for all of their services and hard work in the community.
Oh, just a few more weeks until summer vacation is over, Quentin.
I'm not looking forward to it, Keith.
Well, I mean, those kids, we've been working all summer.
Yeah, we didn't get a real vacation.
Wouldn't that be nice to get like all summer off? Showers on the way out here. We are looking at some great weather here later this week. Awesome, we'll call it.
I'm loving awesome weather, Keith. After today's rain, we could use some awesome weather.
We sure can. Well
Next
deserved.
2 days.
Yeah.
Indeed. Have a good night, everyone.